This for one, the traffic on this McDonald's. Why did you order Uber Eats with McDonald's? Ain't no parking lots. I'm on some illegal Fojo junk. That's for one. For two, I knew it was bad once I heard McDonald's was thing. For two, so I possibly could have got the ticket for sitting there. For two, they wasn't ready when I got. This was the only place that wasn't ready when I got there. This place is slapping. Oh, I needed a little delivery back, but it is what it is. This place is slapping, dog. Ain't no way. Let me hurry up and deliver this food and go look for some type of different job because this ain't gonna work at all. So there was actually more parking lots on the other side of McDonald's that I ended up realizing afterwards. So I didn't have to park there, but it's like, no. I got another notification when I was dropping that off to get another order going. And honestly, I didn't have the choice, like, cause I was still giving that. I wasn't paying attention. Like I was kind of deciding, and it disappeared before I can even say no to it. So I'm about to just go fill out for some more applications. So far, I think I got like $12 today. I did 2 trips. But it's not like, for one, the pay is not so great, and then for two, it's not a good demand. It's not a high enough demand where I am. Like I want to be able to sit there and work for 10 hours if I want to, doing that, or not even that. If I only can work 3 hours, I want to be able to work the full 3 hours. You get what I'm saying? I want to be able to get, if I'm only making $4, I want to be able to get, 12, 14 deliveries done. So I'm delivering, and Postmates, it ain't no parking when I'm trying to park. I literally sat here for like 10 minutes looking for parking spots, and now all of a sudden, parking spots just coming up out of nowhere. Bro, I'm only getting like $3 a delivery, $4 a delivery. This junk's terrible. I finally parked. I know they're gonna be wondering what took the food so long. Look, I could not park. Not parking spots just opening up, and then it took me a second to parallel park. I could not get it, but I didn't want to touch nobody's car. So, I successfully got the food, which was quick and easy. But I got to try to get back out this parking spot. I low-key got a little bit more space than I thought, but I didn't need to park for like a good few seconds and then leave, but I could not find no type of parking until now. Then one dude, I was making my U-turn because I already found the parking spot. He was coming out through like a walking walkway like this. Then he walking into the street, into his car. And like, I guess I was kind of rushing, and I was kind of like, in my like, I was set. They all parked there. I'm standing next to these cars. I can't hit nobody's car right now. Cause boy, I got a real good space. You gonna see though. Of course, we got people sitting right outside the cars. Finally got that delivery out the way. I gotta figure something out with parking, because say if the parking never opened up, then what the heck would I do? It's like 3 parking spots opened up at once, and then I low-key lucked up. Ain't no guarantee that parking spot's just gonna open up like that. And it took a second before it did. And I actually had a delivery at that place before that one, and it was 3 parking spots open. But when I was just looking, dog, I drove around the block at least 3 times. And it ain't, quick drive arounds. It take a second to drive around that block. So I don't know, dog. I gotta figure something out. But I got a good $3 tip, so I feel kind of good about that. First tip today. That was smooth. That was smooth. Show some love with the $3 tip. It was hard finding his place though. He talking about he outside the building. That nigga was not outside the building. That nigga was outside. He was outside his door. He's probably right in front of his front door, dog. His front door nowhere near the parking spots. So nigga wanted me to, I already can't find your house. You want me to park it then look for you. But all right. So I'm back at the house now. I'm deciding to call it a wraps for the night. It's only 9:16, but it's like, I don't want to sit out there waiting for, I mean, I don't got to sit out there. I can turn it back on, I guess, but I feel like I can do something else. I only made $18 today. Did 5 trips a day and made $18. From 4 o'clock to 9 o'clock. That's 5 hours. That's $3 an hour. No, that's $4 an hour. You know, I mean, technically I made $3 tip, so I made like $21. But that's with the tip. Without the tip, bro, I ain't even make $5 an hour. I ain't even make $4 an hour, as I meant. And, bro, and I worked 5 hours, basically. Kitty was just outside. I don't know if I just let him out on mistake when I was coming in the door or if I let him out before my last trip. But I'm just happy that nigga got back in here because it was too quiet. I'm looking around like, Kitty. Cat was gone. I went back outside like, I seen him. So I brought him back in. Hopefully he ain't get into no trouble with however much time he was out there. I can't be. Gotta watch that little nigga. I had something in my hand when I was coming in, so I'm sure it was when I was coming in, but it could have been when I was leaving out. I don't remember good enough. I don't. Then again, I think I was leaving out when I was giving her her purse, so he could have been in here when I was leaving out. I don't know. All I know is he's in here now. Yeah, I made more money with Uber Eats. And that was $31, but they say 6 hours of online. So it's like between the two, I feel like bouncing back and forth. I could possibly make $5 an hour. But come on now, like, that's terrible. Right now, I'm gonna continue to, test it out, do it a little bit since I'm not working. I don't have a job. And since I have, I went to interview today, Domino's delivery driver. So it's like, that's not even too much better because I think they said I get $5 an hour here. And, delivery tips and all that other stuff. But that $5 an hour scared me. Like 5? You can't even say 8, 7? And they say like 7 after 30 days. And some training or something. You couldn't say 9? Look, she said, I think she said 60 to 80 a day. But I don't know if she counting that as 8-hour shifts or 5-hour shifts, because 60 to 80 better not be 12-hour shifts. Only making that much. But then again, I can't come here. Well, I can, but I'm not even gonna be on the level where I'm that nigga. I need a certain job. I feel like, that's something I could strive for and go for, and probably could have been successful with. But I was getting scared, dog. It's been a whole week. It's Thursday. I came here on Wednesday. It's been a whole week and a day, and I ain't got no job. It's not that I feel like jobs come real quick and easy, but nigga, I can't go too many more weeks without a job. So I filled out today. I filled out for Domino's, Best Buy. That was yesterday. I filled out for Domino's and Best Buy yesterday. And yesterday I got the call like 30 minutes later from Domino's. I'm like, oh yeah. Started feeling good. Then today I'm getting ready to get dressed for my interview. And I'm like, hour before my interview for Domino's, I get called back from Best Buy. They got a full-time position. I want to work at Best Buy more because I feel like I would gain more out of working there. Come on now. Let's just say if it was discounts for both stores alone, no matter the, comparison between the two. Electronics versus pizza. I want my discount in electronics. But it ain't all about discounts. The job. Having to drive my own car, possibility of tickets, accidents, stuff like that, versus just working inside the store. No rain, no none of that. Bathroom, all that. No cleaning. Well, I doubt it'll be cleaning and all that, because like delivery job, they still saying I'm gonna have to clean the stove and all that. But she said I can work 2 days there, so I ain't even stressing no more. Because worst case scenario, well, not worst case scenario, but scenario I played out, just work like 7 days a week if I can. Try to work 7 days a week. At least starting off a couple of months. I don't know. See what I can do. I don't know the future, but right now I'm trying to think of ways to grind and stack some cheese where I'm not really worried about a job, and where I can just change a job. I don't necessarily want to just quit one of my jobs. I'm saying one of my jobs like I got 2 jobs. I don't even got the first one all the way yet. I got through with the interview, and I'm waiting on orientation for Domino's. Best Buy, they just called me and they said I'll get an email or something. Look for an email. Something silly like that. So we're going to see what they working with later if need be. If not, that nigga be driving with Domino's and Postmates / Uber driver, all that good stuff. See what I can do. See what I can make shake. What I'm thinking is I should try to work later shifts. Like how she at work right now. Work from 4 to 12 or so, like she doing. So that way I can still try to do something like Uber Eats or Postmates in the morning, because it's only certain times where you can do stuff like that. So I don't know. I'm going to see. My question is, do I want to turn back on this Postmates thing? So with this Postmates thing, the only reason I'm still got some type of faith in Postmates is because this is new experience. For one, it's not just the money. If it was strictly just the paycheck, I would probably be needing to look for more jobs. But because I'm not in no job, I'm kind of in like a messed up period. Because it's like Domino's already, it's not a contract or nothing, but I already committed in light terms to go to Domino's. So basically I already gave them, not my word, but I let them know that I wanted to work there, and I started the process of working there. Now, I'm not the type of person that likes to like just quit jobs, and it wasn't until D-Dot that I just quit a job, and that was because I moved. So it was like I couldn't give y'all a 2 weeks notice. Sorry, D-Dot. But also, they was terrible with notices, so I feel like we even. Now, if it was a job that treated me where they gave me good notices and all that, then, I'm going to try to show that same respect. They gave me short notices, and they had me coming in on my off days to see what I worked the next day after 7 a.m. I couldn't even do it before 7 a.m. That's less than 24 hours to see when you got to work. What type of respect is that? But no, y'all want to be military based, or that's y'all excuse. Like trying to military. I mean, it ain't an excuse because nobody, tried to cover. Like they ain't have to answer to anybody. But you get what I'm saying. Hopefully. Anyways, um, with this Domino's thing, I don't want to just leave that job. I haven't even started. So while it would be wonderful to find better opportunities, if I had 5 job offers right now, you know, with the way if they was to play it out like, well, I guess not. Technically, I only got one because it's Domino's, and technically they already got me the job, so I can't really say it's nothing like that. It got me that job in a matter of 2 days. But other jobs, they take longer to get in. It take like I'm trying to think before I speak because like I had one job. Well, I didn't have the job. I went to one interview for a job and I didn't get in. That was the only job I didn't get in that I went to interview for. But it's like I made it to the phone interview. They called me in for an interview. I get to the interview. Um, I don't know if they told me that same day or like 2 days later or something like that. It wasn't like a terrible long time after that, but they let me know that I didn't get the job. But it's like in between all that buff time, it was at least a week between phone interview and then me actually going in for an interview. I'm thinking I'm gonna get the job. I didn't get the job. So it's like I don't necessarily want to leave a job or not have a job because I might possibly get a job. That's why I wouldn't. That's why I went to the interview for Domino's, even though Best Buy called me, because I don't know how quick Best Buy can get me in for one. For two, I don't know for sure that they're gonna get me in. They didn't call guaranteeing with no job. They called and asked me a couple questions, basically the application through the phone. So that was that, and it's like, but um. I don't want to apply for more jobs and then I get in Best Buy guaranteed. Nah, Best Buy say they 40 out, they full-time position. So I'm gonna just throw it against the wall. Say that's 40 hours already. 40 hours at my old job, you can get that done in 5 days out the week. You can do 40 hours in 5 days. I don't know how other jobs. I mean, every job not the same, but assuming that normally. So assuming it's normal, Best Buy, they got 8-hour shifts where I only have to work 5 days a week. I'm just assuming that 2 days off. If that being the case, those 2 days will be like opportunity for me to still work at Domino's, because she said I can possibly work for 2 days. I didn't ask her, but she threw that in there, and that was something I like kind of grabbed out the air, like, oh yes. Basically, all I gotta do is come in, 7 days a week, and I can keep both jobs. Because the other one's basically trying to say like it'll be hard, but that's because they want me to work 40 hours if I work there. It's basically what they were saying. I like this job more anyway. I work there more. Just tell me that I can work at both, and all I have to do is work 40 at one and maybe 16 at the next one, or even 10, 5 and 5, 8 and 8, at most 10 and 10. I think I could do the 10 and 10, 40, 50, 60. That's 60 hours a week. I asked Hanitra today, how would she feel if I'm working 60 hours a week? That's not 60 hours a week. 40, 50, 60. Yes, it is. Whoa. Okay. I'll break it down for y'all. So I was counting by tens, and I knew that I'm jumbled up. It's counting by 10, 10, 20. Knew there was an extra 20 for the 2 days off work. But it's like I think I was counting by eights or something. Something was thrown off, and I'm like, instead of getting closer to what I'm trying to say, I'm dragging myself farther away. But basically, I did my math wrong, and I caught how I did my math wrong, and it has something to do with the difference between 8 hours and 10 hours. Not really important. It's just for people who was on my level trying to think how I was thinking. Y'all probably found that interesting, or y'all probably caught where I was going. Or y'all probably was wondering, and that helped y'all out. May have not. Who cares? I just talk to myself anyway. One day I might actually have time and just sit back and watch all my videos and be like, haha, Nate, you silly. Nate, you silly. But right now I ain't doing that. I'm saving it for later, I guess. Feel me? Yeah. Some of the best shows you only watch once. I mean, I ain't the nigga to watch reruns all the time, so not saying that my work ain't good enough for me to rewatch. It's just it ain't time for me to rewatch it yet. Maybe 30 years from now I might want to see how I was moving, appreciate where I am. So I want to look back and be like, oh my gosh, Nate, you didn't know, but you was on the path to greatness. You fought through, you gonna fight through, keep fighting. You got farther to go. Like, I can kind of do that now. Nate, you were on the path to greatness. Nigga, you was riding your bike through the snow. You was riding your bike through the snow. You made it through. You put in them work hours and now you got a Chrysler 200 sitting outside. I mean, it ain't paid for. I don't feel good until it's paid for. Because it's like, it can be taken. You get what I'm saying? It's mine, but it ain't paid off, so it could be taken. I want it to be like basically that old iPhone. Same way with this. I had other stuff. I finally got my phone, all that. I didn't upgrade. I didn't even see that coming, dog. It wasn't even in the plans. But it's like just seeing yourself, being able to see yourself upgrade, all that. That's great. I was actually thinking about giving this phone away, but it's not even paid off. And I'm a nice guy, but it's like, that's very nice because I didn't even get this to my mom. And I've been showing a lot of love to the person I was thinking about giving it to, so it's like, and I'm still using it. I ain't gonna give it away. But I kind of feel like, ooh, just because of where that person is, I kind of want to just slide it to him. Just because I'm that nigga. And I like, lend the hands. But if it was meant to be, it happened. Might look up and might change. I might just do it. But right now, we chilling. Anyways. And that's the type. Like, I could easily try to get some cash out the guy. But shit. Bro. Get down. Get down. This cat is so bad, dog. Bro. Not too long ago, I was just telling this nigga to leave this alone. Now he's back over here trying to open it. I don't know if she fed him or not. But I'm assuming she probably didn't. Now that I think about it, I'm gonna call her. Hit her up, see what's up. But alright. He ain't eat. That nigga over there banging. My bad. I'm gonna try to get in the habit of asking her, did she feed him? As if it's my chore or something. Oh, man. So since I can't work right now, I try to stay busy with like productive things still. I've been cleaning, washing my clothes and stuff. I folded her clothes the first day I got here. I'm using stuff that I did a week ago. Wow, that's sad. I dropped a music video today. Haven't worked on any music. I should probably work on music. YouTube vlogs. That's why I'm vlogging right now. Just trying to find stuff to do that's productive and not just sit around watching TV or just sitting on my butt. Like, I feel like I'm gonna get enough of that time when I'm with her because we're not really I mean, other than when we're out doing photography or I'm out trying to teach her how to drive, it's like more than likely it's entertainment. So I know I'm gonna get a lot of entertainment based off how much time I spend with her. And lately, I've been spending a lot of time with her. And when I start working, I feel like that's gonna diminish, and it can diminish real quick, or it can diminish slightly. Depends on how these jobs are, how they hit me with these hours. And I feel like we gonna see. But how do I want to put this? It's not only since I'm out here. I've been trying to do it while I was at home in Detroit. But it's like I was working, 5 days a week, 8 days an hour, sleeping good. Well, not good, but it seemed like I had less time because I was spending more time at work. I was spending way more time actually working. Like, even though I worked probably like a good 4 hours today, for one, say 5 hours today. I'm gonna say five. It's probably four, but that's like still half a work day. That's half a regular work day for one. For two, I didn't do anything. I still had time to, be on my phone and handle some slight business if I had to. Just didn't have my headphone and I didn't have, the business at hand that I wanted to handle. But it's like, what I needed to do was like do stuff on my phone. But it's like it was only one delivery that I had to sit there and wait on the food to be made, like over a good period of time. So it's like, man, that did what that I wasn't aware that that was gonna happen. That I was gonna have to deliver from Applebee's and sit there from wait for them to make the food, which I only made $5 that delivery, not even a whole five. So it was like, but I mean, that was the highest payment I got, other than the one with the tip. So I guess that's the big ballers. I'm just talking. It's weird though. One thing about Postmates that was kind of weird is they give you a prepaid card, so you order the stuff for them and then pay for it, and that's extra work. You don't get paid extra for that. I mean, it's extra work. I mean, I can see how it could be preferred rather than going somewhere to pick up something that's already made. But at the same time, it takes time. So pretty sure it's way better when you already got the stuff. All you gotta do is walk up and get it and leave back out the store. Like, you adding extra problems with no extra fee. Oh, I forgot to order. I forgot to do this. I forgot to do that. Or, dang, they didn't put whether they wanted whipped cream and a cherry on top or not. Because they asked me, you want a whipped cream and cherry? Nope. It don't say it on there. I'm not. Don't put it on there. If it don't automatically come with it, and you don't gotta say, if you gotta ask me whether you want it on there or not, I don't want it. Cause they ain't say they wanted it, and they ain't say they didn't want it. I can't read their mind. Why do you feel the need to ask me? Well, I feel the need to say no. Right. If they ain't asked, I wouldn't have said no. But since they asked, I said no. Cause let me get an order and it got a cherry on top of it. I'm allergic to cherries. Or something like, I'm allergic to whipped cream. Can't just, cherry, you can kind of just scoop that off the top. And if niggas say otherwise, they being petty. But the whipped cream on top of a milkshake, them niggas say they allergic to whipped cream, or I don't like whipped cream. This delivery only a $4 delivery. You think I'm about to drive back? Nigga, I'm wasting money trying to get you this drink. I don't get paid enough to be wasting. Like, one of my orders, I had I had walked in V's kitchen, putting out names out there, and they was already hit. It was smooth. They handed me my bag. I walked right out. I'm like, thank you, black guy. I'm like, cool. I get the delivery. I get the delivering the stuff. I found out how to pull up a list. They got a Pepsi. I'm like, did you have a Pepsi? Nigga, it said it had a Pepsi on there. I asked because I want them to be like, no, or some shit like, yeah, but it's fine. Or like, I wanted it to just not be the case, even though I knew it was already the case. It's it's a normal thing though, like saying something you already know, but just also as a way to let them know that you didn't know, but now you know, type thing. I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna just go back and get it. Luckily, the delivery, like the delivery was like a 3 minute delivery. Like it was like parking lot to like parking lot type thing. It was all connected. So I'm like, oh yeah, I'm gonna just drive back and get your Pepsi. I drove back. They had the Pepsi waiting. My So it wasn't my fault. He just ain't hand me the Pepsi when I got that. You know, like I could have been smarter, wiser. I could have looked and seen that and knew that it was missing a Pepsi before I left out. But at the same time, I didn't have to make the drink myself. I didn't have to ask for a cup and be like, go get a Pepsi. That's something that was supposed to be handed to me because why was it already made and just sitting there because it was supposed to be gave to me. Conclusion I come up with, but that wasn't no biggie because it was close. But later it had been one of the 14-minute drives I had to do after, picking up the food. Niggas ain't getting their Pepsi. That was like a $3 delivery. Nigga ain't getting no Pepsi. So it's like I don't expect Domino's to be no better. But then again, I feel like that also depends on what's up with the what's up. Tips might be better. Who knows? They setup might be a little better. You might get paid more out of the drive. I don't know. Because they're getting paid for the food. So they don't have to, like Postmates, Uber Eats, all their money really coming from connecting the two. They're not getting or I'm speaking lightly. I'm speaking on not knowing for sure my beliefs. I don't think they get money from the restaurants for setting up Postmates with them. Like Postmates, it seems like Postmates don't even really necessarily be having something going with the restaurant sometimes. I mean, some of them do, but if you paying, like, nigga, Postmates could just say, go buy an iPhone from the Apple Store and take it to somebody. Like, they really branching off to just online whatever delivery. Just pay me, pay that, pay this. When you start, ordering for niggas and all that, then you can go to somewhere that ain't got it set up. All you doing is going in and ordering as a regular person, but you're delivering it to somebody. So they really setting it up where they can do more with it. And it might be bigger within time, but right now that junk ain't big enough out here where I am for me to be trying to make that no main job or staple job. I need this Domino's gig to get going and rolling and all that because I'm trying to get in there and get some work done. It's 10. She get off at 12. I want to cook tonight. Should I have put the cooking in the vlog? I don't think I should. I already don't feel like cooking. We don't see. But it's going to be funny because I feel like I see myself getting paid off YouTube as a possibility. And it's cool if I get paid. Like, if I was getting that $3.40 from the YouTube videos instead of, driving around, I feel way better about it. Even if I'm, doing more work per hour, it's like, we can work more. We can really finesse. We can really, try to do this and do that and invest and have more fun because it's something you want to do and all that. And it's like it's more bounds. Like, yeah, you making your cap is like so uncapped, really, you know? So it's different. It's different. But, you know, that day might come. We ain't only banking on that. We banking on me. I'm banking on myself. I'm banking on, you know, my abilities, my networks, all that. You feel me? I got connects. I got opportunities. I got, you know, stuff waiting that ain't been started yet, kindled. But it's like waiting to launch. It's waiting to go. I'm mad I see all these water bottles right here. And it's like, at one point I was thinking it was just me. But now I'm kind of I'm kind of feeling like some of these water bottles hers. And I'm not really one to drink off people and all that, but of course I started drinking off of her. So I already started, and I ain't gonna be pussy. I ain't gonna, you know, waste no water. But I limit that type of stuff, that activity, drinking off people and all that. So I mean, we ain't about to just be willy-nilly drinking off of her with these water bottles. Water ain't good enough to be drinking off, you know, people with. Jerk off some coffee that was like, it wasn't worth it. Oh no, that coffee was terrible. It tastes like we're not gonna down talk the company that made it though. You know, just know that they could have did way better. Yes, yes, yes. We know this, kid. I feel like I'm gonna drink all these waters, and then I'm gonna try to make sure this doesn't pile up again. Yeah, especially if it's her, because she talks a lot of crap about having water sitting. What I'm gonna do? How I'm gonna start it off? Yeah, I know y'all kids, but I can't really show y'all how I want to. See, like that Postmates money, I ain't made nothing. I only made $20. But if you want me to be honest, that's $20 in one day. That's like off day. Like if I don't work 7 days a week. If I only work at Domino's and I work 5 days a week or so. And assuming that it's not like we work the same hours and all that, while she at work. Instead of just being lazy and being like, oh, I got a job now, I'm working, I'm putting in hours, I don't need to do extra work. I might, you know, find the willpower to just work one of these days for extra 5 hours, which is like not really doing nothing. And then use that money to go buy something I want to buy. And start using like something like Uber Eats and Postmates as a way to get spending money. I want to go to the movies every Tuesday. One day out the week, I'm going to go to work Postmates for 5 hours. Get that money and go. One thing that I don't feel like I finished saying that I wanted to say is they got a deal where if you do 55 deliveries, they guarantee you $425. That's the only reason I still got faith in them. And I kept doing the math, kept doing the calculations because I was curious. Technically, that ain't making nothing. That's like $7. I'm talking about $7 an hour. It's not judged off the hour. $7 a delivery, something like that. Yeah, I'm about to say, why can I not find the calculator? 425 divided by 55 equals 7.72. We're gonna round it up to 8. It's $8 a delivery, right? So right now, I've been getting $3 and like 50 cents a delivery. 5 at most. Let me put it like this. I made 18 like 50. I'm gonna put 19 and divide it by 5. My average is 3.8, and that's with me putting 19. I only made 18.50. You know, I'm missing 50 cents. So that not even $4 in between, right? So if I do 425 divided by 4, that's 106 trips I would have had to take to get to $425 at this rate. But they only want 55. So minus 55, that's 51 trips. That's almost half of, so they basically paying me double, kinda, in a way, if I continue at this rate, right? This is the math I was doing while doing this, right? So not only that, say if I was getting paid double, that's $8. That's $8 instead of 4. Something like that, dog. I don't know where I was going with that. But basically, that's why I'm trying to do Postmates and not Uber Eats, even though Uber Eats have made me more money so far, because the first day with Uber Eats, I only did 3 deliveries and made $21. And that was in like a matter of like maybe 3 hours or so. Excuse me. So Uber Eats was, hitting better than Postmates, but Uber Eats ain't got that deal. And Uber Eats is still around that same, price range. So long run type thing, since Postmates is rocking. Short run, Uber Eats is kind of rocking. But at the same time, I thought that Postmates had a better, turnout rate than Uber Eats. But from the math of how much I made, that might not be true. And I didn't really work as long as I did, Uber Eats. But then again, I don't know. It's stuff that I like about Postmates more, like they show you the hot spots in Postmates. Why Uber Eats don't show you the hot spots? Who knows? They show you the hot spots, and it's constantly updated. That is lovely. Not only that, Postmates let you hook up to Apple Maps also. Uber Eats only let you hook up to Google Maps, which I don't like using Google Maps. No offense to y'all Google Maps, but Apple Maps come with my phone, and it has other perks. Like, we can get into why I like that over that. But honestly, if we're going to be talking like this, 20-minute long, all this long, we're going to make that a different video, and we're going to have that as the title, where it's a potential, way of getting people to come view. But who knows? It's targeted audience. So I might have to do stuff like that in the future. We're going to have to see. You just start, opinionizing things and putting that stuff in. Actually, I can do that with her, to be honest. But we gonna see. Cause she like Google and I like Uber. This nigga chewing up something. I had to throw him in the cage earlier, dog. He was wilding. But I feel like this video is getting long. It's probably gonna be like 40 minutes. Cause I got this first half plus this second half that's already 20. I know the first one was probably 20. That's 40 already. So I ain't really trying to, stack on top of that even more. Not including the other stuff I had. Oh my gosh. Let me stop talking, dog. Like, where this video might not even get clicked.